Hey, I'm Todd Anderson,
And I'm Ross Merriam.
and you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, we're here today playing some Standard with Amonkhet.
Finally.
Yeah, it's here. Well, it's not here. It's almost here. We don't have too many spoilers thus far, but we are doing our best to try to build some, I guess, new decks, but mostly just old decks with some new cards. My favorite card so far that has been spoiled in the set is Glorybringer. So both of my decks this week will feature Glorybringer, and almost primarily Glorybringer as the new card. I think it's very good at fighting the two top decks in the format. I think it's great against both Mardu vehicles as well as 4-color Saheeli. So I'm trying it in everything.
Yeah, it's just really good at pressuring Planeswalkers, and we've had a very Planeswalker-dominated format, so card definitely seems really good. I do have a deck later this week that sort of features Glorybringer. They're in the sideboard, not a key part of the deck. I let Todd have it for this week. I'm instead focusing on what I would say it's my pick for the best card spoiled so far in Cast Out. Just a really versatile removal spell. The fact that it's a little clunky on the surface being 4 mana, but the fact that you can cycle it when you don't need it, and it cycles for 1, which is a big deal, because 1 is a lot different than 2.
Really? I didn't know that 2 was twice as much as 1.
And 1 is half as much as 2.
You know. Yeah, so I agree the Cast Out's very good. It's basically Oblivion Ring, costs a little more mana, but has the option to cycle, especially in matchups where it might not be all that great, if it doesn't have a whole lot of targets, if your opponent's just playing a bunch of really cheap creatures. If they lead off with a turn 1 red creature like the new Menace guy, the 1/2 or whatever.
Flame-Blade Adept.
Yeah, you cycle that. We need something fast.
Yeah, just cycle that. I also think it's important that it's a versatile removal spell that's good against the fair game plan of the Saheeli deck, but also good against the combo.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it can hit Planeswalkers is huge. The fact that its flash is very good. There's a lot to like about the card for sure. Glorybringer, on the other hand, a couple of problems. Heart of Kiran can still block it. It's not alive per se until after the exert has happened or after the attack has happened. So you got to be a little careful to pick your spots when you're trying to use Glorybringer. I mean, even if all you're doing is killing a creature and trading with a Heart of Kiran, that's also not that bad.
Yeah, you'll usually take that, I would say.
I mean, obviously, if there's Gideon in play, that's still bad, but you're probably going to lose that anyway. It's Gideon, man.
Speaking of Gideon.
Yeah, speaking of Gideon, what are you playing today?
I'm playing the Gideon tribal deck. So all Gideon all the time.
Just 2 Gideon bros, alternate timelines, chilling.
Yep. They can never meet each other because that tears a hole in the space-time continuum.
Which will you choose to keep?
I don't know. We'll see.
Gideon, new Gideon. I do like the new Gideon, Gideon of the Trials. I think he's a really powerful 3-drop in any sort of aggressive deck, but he also plays a fine role as a control card. The +1 being able to prevent all damage from target permanent until your next turn is a pretty big deal when you're just trying to either force your opponent to overextend so you can cast some sort of like Wrath of God effect.
Yeah, like Dusk.
Yeah. Was it Dusk to Dawn, the split card? Yeah, we play with that card later in the week. It is good. It's very good. So there's a lot to like about the new Gideon. The fact that the old Gideon, it don't really play all that well together is a potential problem, but I think it should be okay.
Yeah, when you have a Gideon, you're good. So you can have a backup copy in your hand that doesn't do much. I'm sort of putting it in the big white shell that was a thing maybe 6 or 7 months ago.
Yeah.
We got our Archangel Avacens. We're splashing a little bit for Scrapheap Scrounger and
a reasonable splash.
Yeah, and splashing Colorless to play Eldrazi Displacer. So I like Displacer with the new Gideon because now you can get the emblem more aggressively. Because you're not going to really usually want to take a turn off, but now you can make it a creature, get in your 4, and then blink it. It comes back. You get to activate it again, get your emblem.
Yeah, you can get your emblem, or you can just prevent a creature from attack or dealing any damage.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot you can do with the card, which I do like. I've always liked the idea of Displacer blinking Gideons after they attack, just because you get to use the Planeswalker ability again. It feels kind of like cheating.
Yeah, more Gideon is more better. That's the takeaway from my deck. More Gideon is more better.
More Gideon, mo better. Yeah, so I'm going to be playing a blue-red control deck, very similar to the Temur Tower decks that you've seen over the last month and change. I had won Grand Prix Sao Paulo? Is that where it was?
I thought it was the Japanese Grand Prix that it won.
No. It won
won a Grand Prix.
It did win a Grand Prix. I'm not a huge fan of the green in the deck. I'm more of a purist when it comes to the Izzet colors. I don't like the fact that the green kind of forces you to spend mana on your own turn with either Rogue Refiner or even a Tune with Ether. I just want to play more lands. Just give me some more lands. I don't need to trigger Dynavolt Tower every single turn. You know, it's not there for that.
Yeah, you're a worse tower deck, but a better control deck.
Yeah, so we've trimmed one of the towers. We've added 2 copies of Glorybringer to the main deck, which are a little clunky on the curve. We went from 4 Gearhulk to 3 to try to compensate for that, but I do like the ability of Glorybringer to just protect you from a resolved Gideon. You know, they play Gideon. You know, if you don't have the counterspell that one turn, you're usually dead, and now maybe you're not.
Yeah, you can often deal 3 damage to a Planeswalker with the blue-red deck, either with Tower or maybe like Incendiary Flow. Yeah. But it was difficult to deal 4, and you needed to deal 4 to kill most Planeswalkers. So Glorybringer brings that aspect to it. I like that.
Yep. We'll see how it works. Let's go ahead and get into the match and see who takes it down between White Splash Gideon Tribal and Blue-Red Tower Control. Dynavolt. Why? Why is it called that? All right, let's see who wins. All right, poker hands. So you goes first.
Yep.
Yeah, I have all ones because I'm number 1. I got 5 of a kind.
Let's see if I can beat that.
That's not really a poker thing.
Pair of 6s.
Pair of 6s. That's not easy to beat.
You got a pair of 3s.
Yeah. See.
Really, I have 3 6s though. 1, 2, 3. That's the 6.
I don't like your math. Oh.
And great keep.
Wish I was on the play. Void Chatter is always much better on the play. We're going to be taking some chunks of damage here, I suppose.
We didn't really do our due diligence with tokens, did we?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
My hand is a little heavy on the mana, but we're going to keep anyway. We got stuff.
Okay.
I like hitting my land drops.
Toolcraft Exemplar.
All right. Well, that's an expensive one. Could be good later.
Okay. I guess that's better than using the other land. I'll play a Thraben Inspector, get a McVitie.
All right.
Mush you for 3. And I'll go to 19 and play another Exemplar.
Man, your deck doesn't seem like it's doing a whole lot of different stuff, you know, than Mardu Vehicles. I feel like you're just a Mardu Vehicles deck.
Okay, that's a good draw.
Big size as he's attacking.
Mush for 7.
For 7 on turn 3. I'm going to kill one of your doofuses.
Leave yourself with 2 energy.
Yeah, I got 2 energy somewhere. I'll figure it out.
Director, save us.
All right, 2 energy floating.
I need an energy too.
I feel like these are always over here, and we just don't have them.
And you're at 13. I got a Displacer.
Okay.
Well, the one with this draw, I was worried about a Kozilek's return, but given that Todd has killed an Exemplar with a removal spell, I feel pretty confident he doesn't have one. And I have a creature that doesn't die to it, so.
Oh. Yeah, I'm probably dead. Go. All right, so we got 13 to 20, and my hand
I'm
is...
at 19. I took a point for Spire.
Sure. 13, 19.
Mush for 7.
Yeah, we're at 6. Can't win.
Better
play something. Better play something.
You can go.
Why am I still alive? Wish I wasn't. Go.
Don't think there's any point in blinking first. We'll just keep mushing. Mush.
All right. Play Harness Lightning on this.
Yep. Take 4.
Yep, at 2. It's almost like your deck could just splash Unlicensed Disintegration and be great.
Walking Ballista for 2.
I lose. Man. Yeah, my first... these were my first 3 draws. I was like, I'm never going to get the cast. All right, we're here for game 2. I'm on the play with a very reasonable opener. Let's hope that it gets the job done.
I have sketchy 7, but I think on the draw it is a keep.
Your turn.
And hit. Get a clue.
Hit. Yeah, go.
Perfect. Mushy for 1.
19 it is.
Play Heart of Kieran.
All right, sure. Anticipate. I guess we'll take the long game card since we have some early game tools.
Now we have so many options.
Get energy. Play this. Let's see, go.
Play a tower. Okay. Wow. We just keep drawing lands. Perfect.
Is that actually perfect or
Yep.
the opposite of perfect? I can never tell with you. Your sense of humor is strange to me.
So a little awkward here. The hub is actually pretty good for Todd there because now it can untap and play Glimmer of Genius and activate Tower.
Yeah, it's great.
So, but I can't. I guess. Yeah, I can't play this and have it survive Tower. So any threat I play is probably getting towered. So then the question is which one I prefer. So I think I might just play this here because it is the most efficient against the Glimmer. So yeah. Let's play Scrounger, Crew Heart, and Mush for 5.
All right. 14.
You can go.
Well, that's stupid. Go.
Well then. I guess I'm expecting Disallow here.
No, we are all Void Shatter all the time.
Void Shatter, sure. It's same thing.
I'm sick of things getting brought back. Go
Huh. So which of these things am I most comfortable getting disallowed? Or do I just do nothing?
do nothing. That sounds great.
Well, I mean, I still get to mush you for 5.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, mush you for 5.
All right. Well, I can't beat a Gideon anyway, so we're just going to do this.
So you end up plus an energy?
Yep.
Take 1, go to 13.
Yep.
Play Gideon.
Yeah, shock. Big shocker.
Make a knight. You can
Yeah,
go.
we could have bluffed a counterspell, but... My lord. Give me a Glorybringer.
Glorybringer would be tight.
Yeah, it would be pretty good right now. We didn't draw it. So earlier I had the option to keep an Anticipate or a Gear Hulk. We probably should have kept Anticipate, honestly. Now it's really coming back to bite us. Because we can't turn our tower on, and we could have had this negate a turn earlier. There you go. Just can't win.
Okay. That was a good draw. I will plus Gideon and Mush
Yep.
for 11.
Yep.
Brings you to 2.
Yep. I quit.
And
All your new cards are doing a lot of work.
I'll pass the turn.
Oh, I don't really have new cards either. Whatever, dude. I'm dead. Well, no, maybe not dead. I mean, I'm mostly dead.
Crack this clue.
Yep. So what we can do is we can go Gear Hulk, Harness Lightning, something small, block, activate Tower, go to 1. If he has nothing. But I'm sure he has like
Plus
15 things.
Mush.
All right, play this.
Resolves.
All right. Target.
Cast
Okay,
out your
all
Gear
right,
Hulk.
Fine, jeez.
New cards doing stuff. It's another reason Flash is great. You get to eat turns with Gear Hulk.
All right, we're here for sideboarding. Ross, where's your sideboard at? You don't have any is that blue-red cards?
Don't need them. Decks are great.
Yeah. So my side, I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling Dynavolt Tower. Maybe it was a mistake to put in the deck without the green cards. traditionally, I have not liked having too many of this card in blue-red decks, unless they were very cycle heavy, like playing a lot of Cathartic Reunion type spells and things. Oh wow, Cathartic Reunion works really good with that Drake card. I just thought about that. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, maybe that's a new deck I can brew. Anyway, that's off topic. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut all these for some cards to interact with his early stuff. We want to try to keep Heart of Kieran off the table. This also counters Displacer, which is nice. Yep. Ballista and Scrounger in a pinch. His deck might not be able to draw black mana sometimes, maybe.
Yeah, I only have like 12 sources.
All right, we're going to try this. No towers, never tapping out. All right, game 3. I gotta clean up post board. I'm gonna do it. I have a feeling we're gonna come back and punish Ross for just casting the card that I'm almost positive is gonna get banned. Yeah. So whatever.
Okay.
Jerk.
Well, I have Lancet spells.
Oh, shocked.
So good luck.
Shocked. Never have any troubles. Oh, no 1-drop.
Nope.
You are so dead.
Don't need it.
Get an energy. Your turn.
Scrounger.
Man. If only I had
Horribly awry.
14 answers here. No, so we actually had a discussion about Horribly Awry versus Essence Scatter. I don't have it. I was actually thinking about playing like 3 or 4 in my main deck instead of just the 2. Mostly because of that stupid idiot right there. Because I hate it. All right, we're just going to anticipate. That's fine though.
Sure.
Weird obs. So we're just going to take the land here over the other 2 spells because we have a bunch of spells and we kind of need to hit our lands. I would have probably taken a Glimmer of Genius there. Go. Right on time.
Mush.
17 me.
Scrounger.
Yep. Well, maybe. No. Nah.
Oh.
Drew it.
That's pretty good. Toolcraft.
Sure.
You can go.
All right. 2 energy. Go.
Go to combat.
Trigger on the stack. I'm going to harness this.
Sure. So you end up at 3 energy?
Yep.
Attack for 1?
Yep. 16.
Gideon.
I have 4 negates in my deck, and you just never play around it. And I just never have it.
How am I playing around it? You're going to have negate next turn if you have it this turn.
Whatever, dude.
You're at 16?
I do randomly draw the other card a bunch. I'm at 16. Go. I'm so mad right now.
Plus?
Yep.
Play a Scrounger.
Sure.
Mush for... Yeah. That's pretty good. Mush for 5.
Yep. 11.
And... I think it's going to be better for me to just play this so it can't get countered. So I'll get an energy and play Displacer.
Rejection it.
Okay, then. It can get countered.
Yeah, Ceremonious Rejection's dope.
So you're at 11, right?
I'm at 11. You have 1 energy?
Yep.
Go.
Well, now things are not looking good for our hero.
What are you talking about? Can't do anything. I literally can't kill a Gideon.
What do we got here for our Torrential Gear Hulk?
Anticipate and some removal spells. And maybe a counter spell. But
Yep.
I assume you're going to attack before you play a spell. Be my guess.
Yeah. But
Plus, I might not even have a Gear Hulk.
so I do think my best plan is attacking rather than trying to make a 2/2 that just dies to Harness Lightning. So.
All right. I'll try to block and cast Anticipate.
Yeah, Anticipate's good.
All right. We'll soak some damage. Negate or shock? If I'm ever able to deal with the Gideon, I have to be able to deal with a follow-up. Plus, I want to try to protect my Gear Hulk. So, even though the removal spell could be good, I think... Oh, well, you can't even kill the Shambling Vent with it, so whatever. All right, we'll keep the negate.
Block my thing.
Yep.
Play Event and pass.
All right. So we have to be aware of Scrounger attacking. So, Shambling Vent, Scrounger, and this is 11, so that's lethal. So before we declare attacks on a Gideon, we're going to cast a Glimmer.
Sure.
Try to find something good. Both those are pretty good. Anticipate might be worse than a random draw here. We get to see another card. What's our draw step? I think we kind of just want to hit a removal spell so we can potentially attack with the Torrential Gearhulk. So we'll go Anticipate on bottom, other thing on top. All right. We didn't draw it, but that's fine. Go.
And step, I'll return 2 Scroungers.
Oh, yeah, you have 2 of them.
Yep.
That's not good.
And bam. Okay, so we can continue trying to force through damage here. It would either be just a free 6 or Todd gets to eat a Scrounger and take 8. I think I'm fine with both of those. Probably end up just getting a Scrounger shocked and dealing 3. But I guess actually I should have done this in case it's a land. Yeah, but before I declare attacks, I'll play a Thraben Inspector.
Okay.
Get a clue and crack it. Now, yeah, if I had drawn a land, I would have been able to attack with Vent too. So now I'll mush.
I don't know why you didn't just attack with Vent also.
I wanted to do more things. Maybe that's better. I do have exactly 6.
This is hard. This is real hard. All right. Basically, if I hit a Scrounger, I can't kill any other thing. Or I just die, so... All right. I'm at 5.
You can go.
It's probably wrong. Probably dead.
What you got over there?
Just a Glorybringer. Not really looking too good at the moment. A bunch of lands and a negate. Pretty sure I'm just dead. Go. The saddest Glorybringer. Probably should have blocked a Scrounger, but I think I'm dead anyway, right? Block 3. Oh, yeah, I'm just dead. Whatever.
Yeah.
DOBs. All right, on the play, game 4 here. Going to try to win the last 2 to salvage some embarrassment. My hand is okay. It is prone, but okay.
My hand is a little awkward, but I think it's good enough.
Go.
It does have lands and spells, so it's hard to complain. I think that is going to let us curve out better. So I'll get an energy and play Toolcraft.
All right, get an energy, so go.
Get an energy that's going to stick around as I play Scrap Heap Scrounger.
I'm going to start cutting your deck, man. That friggin' turn 2 Scrap Heap Scrounger every game. It's annoying. All right, yeah, it's fine.
Wish
Take
for 3.
17.
You can go.
Just getting Mardude over here. Go.
Declare attacks.
Yep.
6.
11.
Play another Scrounger.
I'll Void Shatter it. Use my energy.
You can go.
It's not the one I wanted, but whatever. Go.
Attacks.
5.
You can go.
Wish I could draw a shock ever. This is crazy. All right, 2 energy. That's unfortunate. I kind of have to keep the mountain. Whatever, man. I'll kill this. Hope you don't have an artifact. You're at 16.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a Gideon, though, and I'm still dead. Just wish it had been Heart of Kieran on 2. If it was Heart of Kieran on 2, I would have been in great shape.
Attack for 1.
4.
4. I think it's best to just main this rather than let it get hit by a counterspell.
Probably smart. All right. Exert. Need a Twiddle. Twiddle would be dope. Just actual dead. Just a whole bunch of negates. this is frustrating. But this is why counterspells have not really seen a whole lot of play center. I'm gonna take a second and talk about this because this is really important. So you saw like the first 3 games he cast Gideon and I didn't have a negate and died. And now I drew negate and it just drew creatures. Like having the right answer at the right time is very difficult when the threat spread is so high in the format, because you have these early artifact creatures like Scrounger or Heart of Kieran that don't get hit by like mass removal effects. You have cards like Gideon which don't get hit by Horribly Awry or Essence Scatter and are very good against spot removal spells. And then you have all these really cheap, efficient 3-power creatures for 1/2 mana that don't die to negate. So yeah,
and put so much pressure on you that you don't have time to dig with Anticipates and Glimmers.
Right. Yeah. So it's really frustrating to be a control player at the moment, but I don't know. It's probably me just building this deck wrong. The green version is a lot better with Dynavolt Tower being able to help clean up some of the early stuff, but it's still I don't even think it's enough. All right, game 5. Already embarrassed, but if I don't win this one, I'm probably not even going to be in the outro. I'm probably just going to leave. This hand is not very good, but I would probably keep it, so we're going to keep it.
My hand is also close to a mulligan, but I think it's worth keeping.
Well, you can afford to lose a game, so.
You can go. That was a great draw.
For who? Go.
So I'm fearing Ceremonious Rejection here. And so I will play Scrounger into it.
All right, sure. Next time, 4 copies of Horribly Awry. Not messing around. Go.
Okay. I will play Toolcraft Exemplar.
Okay.
And Heart of Kieran.
Kill it all.
There you go, looking good.
Yeah. For me or for you? Go. Probably still looking good for you. Because of course I don't have my Glimmer. Can't have it all. Oh, we finally can counter a Gideon on 4?
You can go.
Weird. Whatever, man. Take 4. Jeez.
16.
Gotta get aggressive sometimes. I think I'm gonna go back to my old Bedlam Reveler version of this deck. Yeah, I just want to just show you this. This is I drew like this were my draws. I had these. Oh, you have nothing? Just old nothing over there? Go. Yeah, counter it. Dummy. Should have main phased it. I attacked with a Wandering Fumarole. Cast your stupid absent on your turn.
I didn't want you to attack again.
Oh, fair.
You can go.
Man. Got another absent? Go. Man, just cast your absent on your own turn. What are you doing? Aw.
You can go.
Aw. All right, whack you. For you.
12.
We getting aggressive. Go. We only
Turn
need
Scrounger.
14 more lands to be able to attack with 2 Wandering Fumaroles. I always need 2, but you know. Yeah.
For 5.
15 to 14?
Yep. You can go.
Yeah, we're not making a lot of headway. Possibly should not have attacked, but he spent a lot of his turn. Ooh. All right. 6 energy. Go. They were okay, but could have used a few better ones, I suppose.
Mush for 3.
Shock it.
I will play a Ballista on 2. This way, if he kills it, I can return the Scrounger.
Smart.
You can go.
What if I kill it like this?
I'll deal 2 to you.
13, you're at 10. I'm exerted. Your turn.
Return Scrounger.
Yep.
Mush
Yep.
for 5.
I'm at 8, you're at 12.
Play another Scrounger.
Man, okay.
You can go.
So many Scroungers. Just going to start playing 4 Horribly Awry, 4 Incendiary Flow. Go. We're really close to being able to activate both of them.
Perhaps I got a little aggressive. You have 1 card in hand?
I do.
So, oh, you have a bunch of fumerals. That is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can block with 1 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that makes my play a lot easier. Mush.
I will trade.
You'll trade?
So I'm at
Go
5.
brings you to 5.
Yep.
What do you got in here?
Removal?
Do have a Void Shatter. So if your last card was Geralt, you would have cast it. So
Yeah, probably.
I will pass the turn, and on your upkeep, attempt to cast out.
I'll negate it.
Tilt.
Draw. Glorybringer not really showing up too good in this matchup. Not really doing what I want him to do. So all your creatures just kind of come back. We just keep drawing a ton of Scroungers. So we can attack Exert. He has to exile 1 to bring back the other one. We can block with Fumarole. But we lose to an instant speed removal spell. Sure. Bow. Go.
Return.
Yep. Could have just held back Glorybringer on defense for a turn. Maybe that's just better. Might just be better. Or sorry, you're at 8.
Yes, I am at 8.
5 to 8.
You have 1 card.
True.
Let's guess I can start with Inspector.
Do.
Clue. And I will attack.
I'll try to block.
Blocking is fine.
I will not trade.
No trades. I will play Gideon. And make a knight.
Yep.
I guess maybe plus is better against another Glorybringer, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just work here. Well, that was okay, I guess.
How many lands you got over there?
8.
8.
Let's do the thing. Shock do anything. See if I play my land, I can block with Fumarole.
Shock, take 5.
Shock, take 5. Yep. That's not it. Okay. Bottom both, I suppose. Oh, we did draw Glorybringer. It's still just dead.
It is not good enough without something else.
That is a tilt. Well, I'm tapping out to do it. So, yeah. Thanks, Ross Merriam, for explaining to me. Oh, wait. No, I'm stupid. Oh, wait. No, I'm not stupid. I'm still dead. I have this, too. That's why I drew. So, but I still died this. Yep. I quit. You win.
Okay, well, I am here for the outro. True to his word, Todd left the building.
Nah, I'm here. I'm just joking. I don't take losses that bad. I take it pretty bad to you. I take
Just
losses
me.
to you pretty. No,
That is a common theme among the rest of the Roanokeans.
yeah. Is it? That's not very nice. I was just joking.
I know. Brad definitely doesn't like losing to me.
Sure. Yeah. So I think it's important to talk more about the blue-red deck than the white-black deck, mostly because your deck played out a lot like a Mardu Vehicles deck. Let's be honest.
More aggressive, like the older versions of the deck that were more aggressive. It's definitely modeled there for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I mean the new Gideon didn't show up. Cast Out was pretty good in a lot of different spots. You know, when you had it, I was in trouble, especially having Flash actually end up being more relevant than I thought it might be. So yeah, a couple of good things out of that deck. Mostly though, Scrap Heap Scrounger still very good. Gideon Alev's Zendikar still very good. Gonna be real glad when it gets banned. Or I have to wait 6 months before I play Magic again. You know, one of those two things. No, the blue-red side, it just goes to show you that having the right answer is not very easy. You know, like none of the counter spells in Standard that cost 2 mana can deal with everything. You know, we don't have a mana leak. We don't even have miscalculation, which someone made a fake one on the internet. That jerk got my hopes up. Yeah, we don't have a catch-all. You know, even Revolutionary Rebuff doesn't stop Heart of Kieran, Scrap Heap Scrounger, things like that. I think your best bet is to just not play control. Or if you're going to play a deck with a bunch of removal spells, you need to be more proactive. I think counter spells in general are just a little too sitting on your hands for my taste in Standard, because they don't do the thing you need them to do at the right times.
And you saw even in that 5th game, you were able to line up your answers really well. The ceremonious rejections were great. And then you had the counterspell for Gideon. Even when everything lined up, on top of that, you then needed something to turn the corner with. And I had the cast out for your Torrential Gear Hulk, and then was able to just draw back into the game, draw some more threats, return some Scroungers.
Yeah. The old versions of the control decks that were similar to this, like Shota Yasuka, whose name I likely butchered, apologies. You know, his Grixis deck where he won the Pro Tour was a Thing in the Ice deck. You know, it just so happened to play 2 copies of Churchill Gear Hulk on the top end, had a whole lot of card draw in the middle, and a whole lot of removal spell, and a decent number of counter spells. And that deck was able to win because Thing in the Ice didn't die very easily. You know, now we're living in a world where Fatal Push and Harness Lightning are literally the premier removal spells that cost 1 and 2 mana. And Grasp of Darkness, which sees some play still out of the dedicated black-green decks. But then also Unlicensed Integration is just everywhere. You know, like even the Ben Stark with his black-green deck splashed basically just for Unlicensed Integration to pack a little extra punch in his removal spell.
The Thing would have been very good in this matchup, though. You get to block Scroungers all day, and I have very limited number of removal spells, so
yeah. But I mean, I don't think your version of the no offense. I don't think your version of the deck is going to be seeing more play than Mardu Vehicles. I think they're very similar in a lot of ways. Even if Mardu Vehicles may actually incorporate the new Gideon, on the curve, but for the most part, like it's going to look like Heart of Kieran, Scrap Heap Scrounger, Toolcraft Exemplar. Those are the cards that you're going to be playing against. But instead of Cast Out, you're just going to get Unlicensed Integration, man. Your creature's going to die. You're going to take 3 damage.
But they still have to usually trim down on removal against a really reactive deck, and you can catch them with Thing in the Ice. These decks would board 2 or 3 of them pretty.
Sure, but
pretty
they
often.
a lot of them still main deck like Fatal Push, and so like game 1 is not going to do much.
You don't want them in the main.
Right, and my answer to this a while back was to play just 4 Whirl of Virtuosos in my main deck. And it worked out okay for a little while, but the more I played with it, the more I was just tapping out on 3 when I'd rather hold up a counter spell. So, I don't know. And especially if you're trying to play Dynavolt Tower with it. Whoa, what are you doing over there?
I'm yawning. That was a yawn.
Need some coffee?
Mm.
Can we get him some coffee? No? Okay. Anyway, not a whole lot to learn other than the fact that blue-red is just never going to be good in Standard again. They're just not going to.
They just don't like you, Todd.
They don't want to give it to us. You know, we've been begging for Mana Leak again for what, 6 years now or 5 years now?
Metallic Rebuke.
I don't count.
Good mana leak some
That's
people.
3 mana. That's like oh man, what was the stupid one? Convolute. Yeah, that's just Convolute. Anyway, that's going to be all for me and Ross today. Make sure to check out later in the week. We got Tom Ross joining us with 2 more new standard versus videos featuring some new cards. Again, apologies. We don't have the whole spoiler to work with. We're only working with a bunch of cards that say -1/-1 and a bunch of cards that say Embalm and a bunch of cards that say Cycling. And then we got Glorybringer and Gideon. So that's what we're working with. I don't know what else to tell you. We're going to have a better idea of what's going to be in the set next week for you guys. Next week, I think you guys should have the full spoiler. We're going to have most of it. So we're going to be trying to work with that and maybe have some cool cycling decks. You already had a cool cycling deck, actually, right?
That'll come up later in the week. I play against Tom a black-red deck that has some cycling, some madnessing. Like, it pulls together.
Did you play the Scarab thing?
The Scarab thing?
Or Nest of Scarabs, where whenever you put a -1/-1 counter, you get a Scarab?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that sounds cool.
I don't have any -1/-1 counter thing. I guess I do have the Archfiend, but
yeah.
No, did not go that deep on the Archfiend. The Archfiend is just the top end of the curve. Does some cool things. You can check that video will be going up Friday of this week, so you can check that one out. But this early week is just us playing around with some of the new mechanics, some of the new cards that we think slot in well, and then next week, once we have a much better idea of the full set or pretty close to it, we'll start building some more tune decks. Probably play some against Mardu, some against 4C to see how they interact with the current kings of the format. And then
I'm actually excited to use Glorybringer in 4-color, just because being able to blink it or copy it just seems nuts.
Yeah, copying it with Saheeli sounds.
Yeah, but even blinking it, it just resets. You know, it's like, oh no, it's tapped. No, it's not. Untap, haste, kill a guy. You know.
Yeah, so it's just good with both combo pieces.
Yeah, that's gonna get banned too, though. So you know. Anyway, thanks for watching the Verse Stage on StarCityGames.com. For Ross Merriam, I'm Todd Anderson, and we'll see you later this week.